Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the best pink diamond cards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM here on this tier list. We got pretty much every single top tier pink diamond card from throughout the year in MyTEAM, in addition to basically every single new pink diamond that's come out in the last season or so on this list. So a lot of cards to go through. A lot of these guys are good. A lot of these guys are not quite so much. So we got a good amount of depth to this list for sure. And before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. We'll start with Terry Dishinger, who I think for pink diamonds at this point, probably like B or C. Offensively, he's good. He's got a nice behind the back. He's got a very nice jumper. He's a great slasher. Good fade as well. Defensively, he's not exceptional, but he's not terrible. But he is also only 6'7" at small forward position. Good, not insane card. I think B tier is probably fair for him. Wendell's got a super nice jumper. He's legitimately solid defensively. He's pretty good stretch. He's not huge as a big man, but he's got a good jumper. I think he's a solid card. I think he's honestly a little bit underappreciated for a budget big, and I think like low A is probably a pretty fair spot for him. Reggie Lewis is a good defensive shooting guard with a nice release, but just a solid, well-rounded card. Wish he had a little bit of a higher 3-ball rating, but he's a good card. He's athletic. He's pretty solid. Not bad at all. Frank Kaminsky, another guy who I think is a little overlooked among the big men. And A tier as well for him, probably seems pretty fair. Jumper's nice. He's got pretty good size, pretty good speed. Not a liability really across the board statistically. He's definitely a decent card as well. Another solid option is Gerald Green, who's very good as a slasher. He's got a nice, super nice release as well. People really like this card. I think I'll go A tier for him. I haven't actually used him personally, but I do think his jumper looks pretty good, and I think he's always good in 2K. He's always got great dunking animations, always nice and athletic. Not an insane defender, so maybe that's a little bit of a threat, but I think A tier for him is fine. I'm gonna go B for Sar. I think Sar was one of the first like pretty good pink diamond bigs, but I think at this point he's just not quite. I don't know. I think he's just not quite as good as some of the other budget pink diamond bigs, but I think he's also decent. I just don't think amazing. I think B tier is probably the right spot for him. He's got decent speed. He's not bad defensively. He's 7'1". He's just not amazing, is what I will say. Still put Dr. Jade S tier. To this day, I still think he's that good. Best pink diamond shooting guard in the game still, in my opinion, personally, probably. Great card and deserves to be S tier even at this point in the year. I still love the card. Taco, I'm sorry, you're 30 speed and like a 43 ball or whatever it is. It's just not good enough. I know he's 7'5". I know he's always fun in my team. I know his next card's going to be an absolutely dominant monster. Like we always just get an OP Taco, except for last year because they didn't have his rights last year, but they got his rights again this year. I'm sure we'll get an OP Taco at some point in the next couple months. But right now, he's D tier, his pink diamond anyway. Roko's also S tier, 6'9", incredible 3-and-D, and I mean incredible. This is a competitive level card because he is so elite defensively, and his jumper is also super duper nice. He is S tier, and I am not going to take that away from him. Daniel Gafford just doesn't shoot well enough. He's also not elite size wise. He's only about 6'10", so he's a 6'10" kind of non-shooting point guard. Not a card I'd urge center at this point. I'm sorry. He's a 6'10" non-shooting point guard. They'll be probably still lower tier as a non-shooter, but definitely a lot higher than D. Still, I think Daniel Gafford's got to go in that D tier. Ty Lawson's just too undersized. I just can't be justifying a 6-foot point guard at this point in the year. It's just not going to work. I think he's actually 5'11". He is just too small. It's not going to cut it. Big Z is slow. Otherwise, I mean, his jumper's nice and he's 7'3", but he's just super duper slow. And to me, that's a killer. I think he's got to go in the C tier as well. Nick Collison's a card that people say is actually pretty good. I have not used him at all, but people say he's solid. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and go B tier because there were people who was telling me he's like a pretty decent card for a pink diamond. I just haven't used him, but 88 speed, looks like a pretty good shooter, good dunker, good defender, like pretty well-rounded card, good shooter. Releases on very quick. KD escape is not bad. Like honestly, he looks pretty good. He might even be A tier, honestly. Not bad at all for Nick Collison. Bilal Coulibaly is another really nice 3-and-D shooting guard. I like the fact he's 6'8" as well. He's got a pretty good player build. I think he's A tier. I think his jumper's super nice. I think he's a good slasher, and I think his size is nice as well. Definitely a solid pink diamond shooting guard. Not bad at all. We'll go A tier for him. Eddie Curry, I'm going to give S tier. His jumper is super duper fast. I think it does give him enough to be an S tier pink diamond. He's fast as well himself. I mean, he's not slow anyway. I think he's like 85 speed, so not super fast, but not super slow either. And defensively as a stud, he's got a very wide, big player build. I think he's S tier. I think Eddie Curry is a really good pink diamond big. JJ Redick is trash. He's not athletic. His jumper's not that good, but he's a shooter, but his jumper's not that good in my team. Great coach, great player in real life. Not a great 2K card. I think he's D tier for sure. Dyson Daniels is 6'7", elite level defender at the point guard position. He's the best pink diamond point guard in the game. Awesome card, easy S tier. That one's a no-brainer. Another easy S tier is Michael Beasley, amazing shot creator with an incredible jumper and elite level athletic ability, and also not a liability defensively. He's also super good. I think he's also S tier. Dylan Brooks, very good jumper, great defense, a little bit worse than Rocco, but still super duper solid card. I think he's A tier. Not bad at all. Bull Y'all might not like it. I don't care that he's 7'2". He's slow. He feels weak. His jumper's ugly. I'm not a fan of bull cards this year. I just am not. I think he's C tier. That's probably going to be an unpopular opinion. I'm just not a big fan of the card. Zach LaVine doesn't have a ton of movement. He's not elite defensively. Jumper's only on normal. I know he's athletic. I know his jumper's good, even on normal, but I still think he's the only B tier. Not a card I'd really recommend. Cam Reddish is very similar to Bilal Coulibaly in that he's not much of a shot creator, but he's 6'7" with a big player build. I think Coulibaly is 6'8", but Cam Reddish is very similar size-wise. Elite slasher, elite defender, elite catch and shoot shooter. Valuable card, even without being a shot creator. I think he's A tier. Jonathan Bender, 7-footer with a tough to contest jump shot. That's an A tier card as well. The switchability at his size and the shooting ability to shoot over other players is, in my opinion, very valuable. I think he's A tier as well. I'm a big fan of Bender in my team. Zach Edey, same story as Big Z. Would be a lot better if he wasn't 60 speed. Not horrible, but not great at all. I think C tier for him. Jaylen Brown's jumper is an atrocity. I think he's D tier. Wesley Person, not nearly as good as he used to be. I think he's probably C tier. Not great. I would take him on. I put him under Reggie Lewis. I don't think he's super top tier. Boris Diaw has the stats and the badges, but he does not have the release. His jumper is ugly. I think he's C tier. KD also C tier in my opinion. Doesn't have complete enough stats and badges. Also, I don't love his release on normal. I don't think his movement's that great. I think he's pretty mid. Michael Cooper is a pure 3-and-D without incredible size, but a nice jump shot. I think he's good. Don't think he's insane. I think B tier is fair. Dante Exum's going to go A tier. He's like a worse Dyson Daniels. Not quite as good defensively, but his jumper is money. He's 6'6". He's solid finisher, like super duper solid card. Rodney Stuckey's 6'5", but he's not elite as a slasher nor as a defender. I think he's pretty meh. I think he's probably C tier. Danny Green, another 3-and-D with a nice jump shot. Very similar to Michael Cooper. I'll go B tier with him. Kobe White, 6'5", okay, nice jump shot. He's not total liability defensively. I don't love the card though, in all honesty. I think I'm going to go high C for him as well. Not a super big fan. Stacey Augmon is 6'8". I don't know anything about this card though, besides the fact that he's 6'8". I don't remember this card. I'll be totally honest. I'm sure I reviewed him at some point. I didn't do a gameplay with him. I know that. 94 speed, 87 3 ball, 97 driving dunk. Defensively, he's good. He's actually solid. Not bad, honestly. 6'8". I don't love Zach Randolph's base. Jalen Smith upper, I have not used. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and put him B tier. He doesn't look bad. If that jumper's hideous, he could be C, but I don't know. I think D-Rob also has to go C tier, to be totally honest at this point. His jumper on normal is just not that good, and his stats and badges on his pink diamond are not insane. I don't love that card. I realistically think that he is a C tier option. DeAndre Jordan, unpopular opinion, I'm putting him D tier. He's undersized, and I cannot stand his jump shot. I don't like the card. He's like a little better than Gafford. Probably not objectively D tier, but in my opinion, he's D tier. He's not a card I would recommend. Stephon Castle is another worse Dyson Daniels. He is worse Dyson Daniels in terms of being a pure 3-and-D with defense. His jumper's just not as good as Dyson's. That's the biggest difference between the two cards. I think he's A tier. I don't think he's S, but I think he's really good. Now, Omri Caspi, I legitimately think is S tier. This card is so good. His jumper is incredible. His movement is legitimately elite. He's a 6'9" shooting guard. Sorry, the movement isn't elite, but it's really good for a pink diamond. And his jumper is amazing. He shoots over people. He's 6'9", small shooting guard. He's a stud. He's really, really good. Darius Miles' jumper is atrocious. Kind of kills what is otherwise a very, very good card. Actually, I'm putting him D tier. His jumper is terrible. His stats and badges are good, but his shot is that bad. I mean, it truly is. It is atrocious. Matt Barnes, I'm going to go A tier. Money jump shot, really nice shooting guard. There's a lot of good shooting guards, though. I would take Dr. J. Rocco and Caspi over him, but I don't think he's bad. I think he's A tier. Akeem Olajuwon's going to go B at this point for me. Jumper's not bad. Defensively, he's solid. He's got decent speed, decent size, pretty well-rounded. Not a bad card, not an insane one. Solid card. B tier feels fair. A non-badged Kristaps is B tier to me, even at the pink diamond tier. A badged up Kristaps can be a lot higher, but as is, he's 7'2", nice jumper, but he's slow. He's not elite defensively, not an elite rebounder, not elite athletically, kind of weak. Not great, in my opinion, without badges. I think B tier is fair. LeBron. I can't go higher than B for Braun at this point. I just can't. He doesn't have enough movement. His jumper's good, even on normal, it's not bad. His fade's good, but he doesn't have enough movement. He gets a lot of load ups on his shot anytime he's tired at all. I think he's B tier. Jeremy Sohan, the jumper is atrocious, but the size is really nice as a 6'9" point guard. It's about the only real value he provides. He's good defensively. I still think his size makes him B tier at his position, but that's about as high as I could go with the card. James Wiseman's another card that I honestly kind of like. I think his jumper's nice. I think he's got very nice speed. He's like 89 speed. He's a 7-footer, or 6'11", but he's got a big player, but he looks like a 7-footer. He's not bad at all, honestly. I think low A is fine for Wiseman. He's a card I actually kind of like. LaMelo Ball is not a card I like. I know he's 6'7" at the point guard position. I don't like his jumper very much. He's just got no movement. He's not an elite defender. He is just not an elite card. He's probably low B, but he's certainly not higher than that. Mark Williams, another 7-footer that I do like a lot at the center position. Athletic, can shoot the ball a little bit. Not great, but enough to where you have to at least guard him, prevent him from being completely wide open. He's extremely athletic, a great finisher, great defender. Super duper solid card. I think A tier. Kalel Ware. Is Kalel S tier? Honestly, I don't know. Is Wemby not on this? Oh no, Wemby's on this list. I was tripping. I think we're gonna put Kalel S tier. Kalel, the S tier seems like it's the smallest tier right now. That and the that D tier anyway. I think Kalel deserves it. Him and Eddie Curry are my 2 favorite non-Wemby Pink Diamond bigs. I think Kalel's really good. I'm a big fan of the card. I think he's a stud. Sean Bradley, speaking of D tier, that's a D tier card. He stinks. He is not good at all. He is slow. He can't shoot. Udonis Haslem, I don't remember if this card can shoot or not. 79 3-ball. Udonis Haslem jump around quick as hideous. He's got no movement either. Be honest, this card is pretty doo-doo. Yeah, I know he's got okay defense, but he's undersized at small forward, only 6'7". His jumper's not good. Not a card I'd recommend. Cade Cunningham, same level as Levine. He's got a little better movement, but he's not super athletic. Defensively, he's not special at this point. I think he's B tier, to be honest. Wemby is still going to go S tier 100%. Now, to be fair, he's becoming a little bit less elite because of the lack of speed, especially if he's more of a closer to a base card. I will still give him the S tier because his jumper's uncontestable, but he is not nearly as dominant as he used to be. But I still think he's an S tier card. When he's fully badged, especially, he's an absolute stud. Keith Van Horn's really good. 6'10", money jumper, like money jumper. He's a pretty good small forward, honestly. Pretty solid card. He's new as well. He's got nice stats and badges. Solid card. Rob Williams, I would like a lot more if he wasn't 6'9" with limited shooting ability, but he is unfortunately 6'9" with limited shooting ability. So D tier for C tier for him. Dante DiVincenzo, not S tier, but A tier for sure. I think he's on that Castle XM level. A card a lot of people probably didn't get from the MyTEAM Festival for Bracket Busters, but he's actually a really good card, and I think he's a A tier guy. I have no issues with that at all. Suggs, I'll go B. I don't love this Suggs card, I don't think, but he's not bad. He could be argued A probably. He's not that much worse than X and Castle DiVincenzo. He might be better than Cade and Levine, but I'm going to go high B for him. I think that's fair. Asar Thompson's jumper stinks. Otherwise, I do kind of like the card, but unfortunately, that's enough to hold him back. DeAndre Hunter, not bad, not great. Pretty in the middle of the road. B tier, solid card. Brian Scalabrine, another guy whose jumper holds him back. Stat and badge is pretty good, but the jumper's just not there. He's C tier as well. Giannis just doesn't shoot the ball well enough at the power forward position at this point. He's not enough of a threat from the outside. Jumper on normal's not that good. Undersized, can't play small forward. He's not really undersized, but he can't play small forward, so he doesn't have the size domination that he used to have. And this card's just a little outdated at this point. Low 3-ball rating, like, I think he's actually C tier. Joe Harris does nothing but shoot, and I don't even know how good his jumper is. I'm going to assume it's probably decent, but overall, he just doesn't do anything. I think he's probably C tier. Jeff Green's going to go A tier to me, and pretty high A tier. I think he's very, very good. He's elite defensively, 6'8", very complete stats and badges. Super nice release. Big fan of Jeff Green. And then finally, Mikal Bridges, who's another guy who's just jumper I don't love. With a lot of good shooting guards on this list, I think I have to go C tier for Mikal. Maybe he's B. He's got good defense. I'll give Mikal B. His jumper I've heard decent things about this year, and he's got good defense. So I think this is the list of the best pink diamonds in my team right now. Let me know what y'all think of the list in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.